Have you ever wanted to know about the future, love, dreams, money, sex and bodies?
Well, then you're in luck because we read tarot cards.
And we do it seriously.
We know we're being funny, but it's real. Real magic.
We used to be an Instagram live show.
And then a live show in front of an audience.
Yay! And now, a podcast.
So sit back, relax, and trust the process.
Welcome to The Tarot Show. I'm Dickie Copeland.
I'm Hannah Garces.
And this is
The Tarot Show.
We're doing a cozy little morning episode.
My coffee.
Hearing your little rings clink against the side. As if we're married, but we're not. Just decorated, that's all.
Just decorated.
We're recording during the first, hi Kat. First little rainfall of 2025.
We need it.
I like just doing it in the car. We need it.
We need it. We needed this.
Like looking over at the light to someone stopped and just going, we needed it. And they're like, what? Like roll down their window.
Grey Poupon.
We needed it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Excuse me, do you have any, we needed it?
Garçon.
Can you get me a tall glass of we needed it?
Thank you.
Oh, we need it. And boy, do we, though.
Yeah.
Because I was reading about how roots can be on fire.
Yeah, I saw the TikTok of the firefighters going out and finding a fire just living underground. Like a runaway.
I wish that was me.
Like a bandit.
I wish I was living underground on fire.
That's scary.
It sounds like a cool club.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, what is happening in here?
It's very exclusive.
It's warm. I'm trying a new thing. I have been saving the actual boy gossip for the pod, which is kind of a crazy thing to do because now I've been carrying this little backpack and I'm about to show you what's in my backpack.
Oh my God, I've just been in the dark.
Well, yeah. And again, we've been busy.
Right.
Because my friend here works all hours.
You work all hours.
We work all hours.
We're evacuating our houses. There was an arsonist.
Oh, that's right.
And lit a tree on fire by our house.
I already forgot. That's how crazy. The headlines are so insane this year that I forgot an arsonist tried to get us. That is the biggest elevation of the original hoop earring poop curse. Like your car getting stolen and then like an arsonist like lighting one of the old trees on fire that we can see. Me driving home on the 134 and Jess calling me and going, your hill's on fire. I was like, what? And then I saw it and it was crazy.
It was fucking
It looked like a whole house was on fire.
Yeah.
I called you.
And I was just sitting there watching TV and I'm thinking Dickie's going to be like, should I bring home some Taco Bell? And I'm like, ooh. And instead, it's, hello? Hannah, where are you? What? I'm at home watching TV. There's a fire. And then I look out the window and all of these fire trucks and lights. I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And especially at the, a week and a half LA fires, it was not fire fatigue, but just like, oh, fuck. Okay. You know, like I was like, I just put all this shit back in the house. And then you were really lovely and got both the cats in carriers just in case. The firefighters let me up and then I come inside and I'm like, and then we went up and looked at it. All the neighbors milling around, pulling you into various WhatsApp chains.
God.
Fire department said it was an arsonist. So
Cool.
fun little wrinkle. Anyways, I saw my ex-boyfriend at Residuals.
Oh my God.
I know. Which is a great bar in LA where if you had a residual check for under $1, they used to put it up on the wall. And it was all good and fine, like obviously. But here's the headline.
Oh my God.
Here's the headline that overtook an arsonist. Do you remember how I used to speak about how the craziest thing happened when he and I started getting together and I thought his whole face changed and he became like my cat's crying already.
I was like, ew, I hate that guy.
He's like, not this story again. not this tale. Anyways, this fireside chat. The face finally went back to normal,
Oh, wow.
which I didn't know could happen. Mm-hmm. But I like saw him again, and he looked like how he was when he was just my friend.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
It's like my brain unwired itself,
I love that.
and all it took was time, and I think maybe sleeping with some other people, and maybe a little witchcraft.
Little witchcraft. Also, like his being a kind of a weenie.
It doesn't hurt.
And I've dated a weenie. Like, no,
we've all dated
we've
weenies.
all dated stupid weenies.
I got no problem with a little weenie. Just put them in their little car seat and asking for a booster at the. And I'm not even talking about size. I'm talking about personality.
Yeah, personality, attitude, general demeanor. Yes. Like you're a little weenie.
I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
God.
It's funny. I got really kind of horny for this TikTok where it was just a girl and something had happened with her car, and she's just in the side mirror watching the truck of her boyfriend pull up behind her. And it definitely had some like MAGA music on it too. And I was just like, it was like, America, and I was like, this rocks. God, can you imagine? And then in the comments, it was like the guys being like, I told her to take my car home. I'd take care of it. And I was like, yeah, cool.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, babe. Awesome, babe. Dealing with weenie culture right now.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And it was fine. Went up, said hi, and was like, I actually didn't say hi. I said bye. I walked up and said, I'm leaving. Because he was sitting with our good friends, and so I wanted to let our good friends know and also not like completely ignore.
Right.
So I walked up and I was like, I'm leaving this bar. Everyone was like, oh no, so soon. I was like, yeah, anyways, bye. But then I didn't. Then as I walked out, I saw my other friends and I went and got a little bullet on the rocks, non-weenie drink. Mm-hmm. You gotta be the man you want to find. I think
exactly.
That's my new thing.
You're mask for mask.
I'm mask for mask.
Yeah.
And I truly am thinking about getting a truck,
Yeah.
especially in the wake of evacuating so much.
Yeah.
Just throw Hannah in the back.
Me and my little kennel.
You and your magic sweatpants in the kennel. Like, Hannah, here's a burrito. Here's a little bean, rice, and cheese burrito from Taco Bell.
Just laughed and spilled coffee on it. Idiot.
Do you need a little towel?
No, it's okay. This sweatshirt's huge.
It just absorbs.
It just absorbs.
It's like an ozone layer. Just takes it in. Anyways, so that was crazy. But
What did he seem happy to see you? Was he weird? Like it was just totally fine?
I felt like we were both cold.
Cute.
Okay. But fine. Do you know what I mean? I definitely think I think I probably too, if I really were to put myself in his shoes, I think I popped up in a very like Dorit to Garcelle kind of way. Like, yeah. I was like, I'm leaving. Like, oh my God. Okay, Dickie, I'm leaving. And like in my big work boots and my Dickie's jacket. I just want to let you know I'm leaving.
I like it.
Yeah. I was like, okay, bye. And everyone was like, oh, bye. And then I stayed for another hour and a half. What are you going to do?
What do you get? Sometimes it just be like that.
Sometimes it just be like that. Other than that, Han, tell me something small and specific about the last couple days. I haven't really seen a lot of you.
I know.
I'm looking for a detail from my friend.
A little detail. I think my hair has just stopped growing.
Ask and ye shall receive.
I don't know. I think it's just stress and I'm not taking care of myself really. And maybe it's the hard water.
Crazy, all that battery acid in the water.
Because I was like looking in the mirror and I was like, wow, it's been a really long time since I got a haircut. Like a really long time. And my hair is not growing.
Or are you frozen in time, like staying young forever? We've got
a dead rat sleeping mouse situation on our hands.
I feel like you've stopped aging.
No, and also like way more gray hairs.
So it's just swapping out,
Yeah,
but not going long.
No,
What the fuck? I don't know. I've watched your hair go from short to long pretty quickly.
Yeah, that's
like in
not
like
happening.
6-7 months.
Yeah.
And now it's stopped.
It's just stopped.
If that's not a cry for help from the inside of your body.
Yeah, I'm not doing well.
I'll be frank.
Yeah.
With our listeners, because they're our friends and they understand and they've been listening, so they know. But it's like I think we're getting to a turning point. Mm-hmm. My friend, you had a panic attack at work.
I did.
And that's simply not a solution I will accept,
No.
is for that to happen.
Yeah, my body is crying out.
I do think your body. Every time I look at you, you're like, look at me from inside your body. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, Henna, I see you in there.
Yeah. It's not good.
Well, we'll figure out something.
Yeah, well, it's going to be fine.
Yeah, it's not about solving the problem. Mm-hmm. It's just, it is fascinating that your hair is not growing.
Yeah.
We should look at that.
Yeah, and I feel like my skin has been bad.
Oh,
It's just,
no.
you know what I mean? It's just something's amiss.
You're tired.
Huh.
Dr. Copeland.
Dr. Copeland. Paging Dr. Copeland.
Like running down the halls. You're tired. Like flipping through the chart.
Observation deck.
She's tired.
She's a genius.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of things are on that precipice of change. Mm-hmm. And not necessarily for the better.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, you could feel like a big click, like in the world card, right? Like things are
Yes.
like turning over into a new era.
Definitely. We are in the age of Aquarius. Pluto has entered Aquarius. Or
Has
it's
it?
about to. Yes, that's a generational shift.
Aquarius scariest me. I gotta tell you. Even, my Sissy CC is an Aquarius. Mm-hmm. And the most Aquarius that ever Aquarius.
Yeah.
It's like meta at this point. We have talked about to each other about how I hate when she wants to tell me her dreams. And how in high school I used to be like, she'd be like, can I tell you my dream? And I'd be like, am I in it? And she'd like be like, yeah. And then like I'd like I'd be like in the background checking my watch during her crazy dream, her like fully like surreal level dolly painting dream. And she did it again. And she was like, we're at my parents' table. And she's like, do you want to hear my dream? I'm like, no, I don't. Am I in it? And she was like, no, you weren't. And I said, okay, can you tell it to me in one sentence? And she said, okay. And here was the sentence. So Generation Beta was being tricked by their elders in like a futuristic world where they work in and I was like, oh my God. Like not even a character, but just like a world setting.
No, like fucking like Ray Bradbury ass book.
I was like, and she was just doing like the longest run-on sentence ever. Like, you cheat. Which is very Aquarius too. She was like, well, I was within the parameters that you set. Mm-hmm. I couldn't stop laughing at it. I was like, oh my God. Why would I need to know this? The ramblings of your subconscious mind.
She just wanted to share.
Yeah. Look, if I had read that as a book, I would have been like, cool.
Right.
But I was like trying to like put some lime in my Corona. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was standing in the doorway to my mental room. God, I love her.
Yeah, she's the best.
I'm taking her to get her ear pierced.
Oh.
For her birthday.
Cute.
Get her one of those little like flat back earrings or something.
Aw.
Yeah. That'd be fun. Make her look like an elf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
And then yell at her.
Yeah.
Make fun of her about something. And then I'll kick her out of my car.
Classic.
And it'll be a perfect little hang.
Aw.
Well, hi, Lyle. Oh, geez.
Oh my God.
He's literally like crawling under the mic stand and then rubbing his little back up against it. Okay, bud, here, you want to get in my lap? See, this is why we got to get video.
Yeah, so you can see.
So you can see Lyle's butthole.
Exactly.
Oh, Hunter.
I know.
Well, do you think we should
Oh yeah, we got to cleanse the deck.
cleanse the space?
Cleanse the space.
We are going to do readings in this episode. It's a good day for tarot. Mm-hmm. And we'll figure out what the 3 little categories will be that people can Sorry, I just watched you bless them, and it was so funny. It was like it looked like you were sleeping, just grabbing rest where you can.
Yeah, exactly. My hair is like,
But everywhere, like your eyelashes, your eyebrows.
oh my God. The tease. Okay. And then, well, we can, okay, but first coffee. We can cleanse our bodies with coffee.
We absolutely can.
Okay.
Well, cheers our little giant mugs.
Yes.
From the womb
to the tomb.
Oh, yeah. Hitting the table.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Yeah, it tastes like the best part of waking up. If I was on Les Culturistas and they were like, what is culture to you? I'd be like, taking your drink and hitting the tape, making sure you hit down before you drink it up. Mm-hmm. It's very important to me.
No notes.
Exactly. Making fun of my Aquarius sister for saying something and then me being like, anyways, this is what's important to me. Anyways, she's weird. I'm not. So we have cleansed the deck and our spirits. Mm-hmm. Guess that means it's time for blessings.
I would like to bless keeping the Christmas lights up all January. It's good. It's good for me.
You say bathed in the lights.
Yeah.
Of our little, the ones you tacked on the ceiling are my favorite.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty.
We need them now more than ever.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now we live in a world where it's like, maybe it'll all just burn down. You don't have to take it down.
Right.
Actually, maybe nature will take care of it.
Mm-hmm. It's not my business.
No.
So
I think you're right. There's something about like the afterglow of it.
mm-hmm.
Literally.
Post Christmas is sad.
Yeah, it's tough.
I need the lights on a little bit longer.
Well, we can keep them into February if you want. You know me. I'll let them go.
Yeah. Yeah, but then it's like, then you kind of, it's a slippery slope because if they're up all the time, then they're not special.
I know.
So it's like,
there's a diminishing return.
mm-hmm.
But for now,
they make me happy right now.
yeah, literally while it's raining, you kind of can almost slip back into that Christmas spirit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we really got to do is take the Santa hat off of Big Skelly.
Oh, yeah.
We got to get him ready for Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Oh, man. Big Skelly's been through a lot, you guys. I know. He's lying face down, ass up because of the wind, and now it's raining. He looks so sad.
I know his hat's all wet.
Aww.
And I'm gonna have to throw that thing in the washing machine.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna light a candle
For keeping the Christmas lights up through January.
Exactly.
Keep the tree up too?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure.
Especially if it's fake.
And it is.
And it is.
And she's fake.
She's fake.
Talk about not growing.
Sorry. But also not falling out either.
But also not falling out. Mm. Maybe you accidentally like drank from the fountain of youth. No, okay, no way. The face that you made.
So. Something is wrong. Or I'm afraid it's like one of those like steep like aging.
Oh shit.
Because you know how they talk about like, you know,
Yeah.
in your 30s and stuff. And it's like you just like turn a corner one day and all of a sudden there's like
Yeah.
a giant wrinkle or
Well.
like your hair. Like, I don't even want to.
Yeah, that hit the urgency button for me. I was like, no, wait a minute.
Yeah.
No, it's not that.
It's not that.
It's not that. I think what it is you have been ill for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
And I think your body is putting all of its energy and resources towards keeping it healthy. I think that's what it is. It's like we don't have time to grow.
Right. I'm also like not helping by just like drinking a lot and not eating vegetables.
Right. Interesting.
Okay.
Well, journal about it. And maybe we'll figure out the answer.
Pray for me.
I would like to bless bullying your friends in Europe so that they post more.
Yeah.
That's what Hannah and I were doing before we started this pod, is messaging our friends in Europe saying, what the fuck? I literally said in all caps, I want those lines to be dots, baby. Take me with you.
Yeah.
I want to see the food. I want to know how we're traveling. They're in the UK right now. And you're like, show me the metro.
Yeah.
And you were like, do
Tube girl. Do tube girl.
Do
or
tube
I'm
girl.
going to fucking scream.
Exactly. Also, not enough. They were doing all the big hits, like, you know, going to the Buckingham Palace and stuff. But I'm like, I want to see the beers in the pubs. Mm-hmm. I want to see that newspaper under the fish and chips. Yeah. You know? And you had a great one. Giggling in the Airbnb.
Yeah.
Show it to me.
Show it to me, Rachel. I only talk in memes.
What was it?
I can
talk to boys. Yeah. I think too, there's just something about like, look, I'm happy for the photo book greatest hits. And I understand like a reluctance to not spam it, but it's like, we're there anyways.
Yeah.
I want to see.
And anyone who doesn't want to see it, 1, loser. 2, they don't have to swipe here.
1, loser. 2, you don't know what to do. And 3, the rest of us are happy. Mm-hmm. So, and you want to feed the audience.
Yeah.
That is happy, not the haters.
Exactly.
The tools inside you are audiences.
Yep.
And you want to feed the audience wolf that is clapping. Yes. Not the audience wolf that is hating. And then also I really put my money where my mouth was and I sent them money and said, if you spend this on anything practical, I'll be mad. And then they literally went and bought Guinness and I was like, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
Thank you. Letting capitalism work for us.
Yes. For once.
Buying the content I want. Turning
You are a patron of the arts.
Yeah, not only fans, only friends. Just an only friends.
Only friends.
Like treating them like Peacock. I'm like, I'm subscribing. Give it to me. Thank you. Yeah, like I want the dumb stuff. I want to know what the airport looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, or what do like the random weirdo snacks look like
Love
that
that.
aren't American?
Yeah.
It's like, it's not Kit Kats. It's like Kit Coats. I want a picture of Kit Coats or whatever.
Right.
Or whatever, like Kinder Bueno ass looking ass.
Yeah, like the chocolate has like ham inside it. Whoa, cool. And this is what I want our listeners to know is that if you see someone posting stuff you like, feel free to message them and say, more please. Mm-hmm. You know, because I do think people are kind of like, I don't know, it couldn't be me, but embarrassed on Instagram to post stuff.
Right.
I'm like, no. I mean, I posted more at like the last Jardy than they've posted in the UK. I posted a 90-minute movie, essentially. Mm-hmm. And people were grateful for it.
And they were.
Okay.
Just lighting the candle.
To bless bullying my friends into producing short films for me. And now it's time for curses. I would like to curse all those "Are you okay?" texts that came through from people's situationships and exes during the fires.
Oh my God.
And
Oh my God.
have been saving this. I'm pulling this folder out of my backpack for you.
Oh my God.
I finally heard from Lone Star again. It's so hilarious. The listeners will recall that Lone Star sent me songs for like a year
Drops of Jupiter.
and ended on Drops of Jupiter. A sincere send too, not like ironic.
No.
But just like said, quote, felt good to hear that one, end quote. And then I will put this little nugget in there too. Lone Star did send me Merry Christmas on Christmas Day
Okay.
at like 7:30. No emoji, just Merry Christmas. Very early. But you know, I appreciate getting a text from anybody on Christmas. Like, I'm like, that's nice. You know what I mean? Because I have been sad in the past when I was like, oh wow, I didn't get a single text from, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like, oh, nice, a text from someone I slept with this year. Like, that's cute.
Yeah.
Oh. And so I texted back, like after we opened presents, Merry Christmas with a Christmas tree emoji,
Cute.
but nothing like, how are you? Whatever, just Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Great. Don't hear anything. Think nothing of it. Then in the wake of the fires, like kind of ending, like pretty like last week or so, I get this text from Lone Star as I'm like walking through work, doing one of my West Wing walk and talks, you know what I mean, with my boss. Like I feel my phone ding. And this is what he sent me. This is what a man who sent me crazy text sent me. He sent me. Oh, wait. I looked up Lone Star, not his actual name. Okay, one sec. I can't wait to hear what you think of this hand. At 4:44 p.m.
Oh.
By the way. Hey, sorry I missed this. As you can imagine, I was a bit distracted. Tons of fallen trees and ash in my neighborhood, but luckily no fires. I hope you're doing okay too. Fires started popping up all over the place. And then a second text. Sadly, I know 6 people who lost their homes. And then a third text like 5 minutes later when I didn't respond to those two. Because I looked at it and I was confused. Like, sorry, I missed this?
Right. Like, did he send this on accident?
I was like, did he miss my Merry Christmas back? Is that what he's saying? Like,
Yeah.
And then 5 minutes later, I get a third text. It says, testing.
What?
And then I did a crazy thing, which made me laugh. I liked the testing post.
Wait, like a heart or a thumbs up?
A thumbs up.
Oh my God.
I thumbs upped it. But I meant it like, yeah, like
Yeah,
I got
testing.
this.
Yeah.
And I wrote back, we're doing okay. I'm glad to hear you're safe. But 6 people, wow, that's awful. And then the broken heart emoji.
Yeah.
And then I get back, hey, which thanks for the hey again. Hey, sorry, didn't mean to make you rush. I somehow combined you and my friend Jules from work as contacts. So when I text, it goes to you. And when I call, it goes to her. And then another text.
What?
But I did mean to text you initially. I meant to send the test to her when I realized the weird thingy.
What?
I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, sorry, didn't mean to make you rush. What?
What?
I somehow combined you and my friend Jules
From work?
as contacts.
So,
So when I text, it goes to you. And when I call, it goes to her. So you called me? I don't
or
think
did he
so.
call Jules?
But when I called, it goes to her. If he just called Jules, meant to call Jules and called Jules, then it worked fine, right? Then there's no problem.
Right.
But when I text, it goes to you. And when I call, it goes to her. Like, wait, what? Also, but I did mean to text you initially. No, you didn't. Wait, what?
What? How do you combine contacts? Does he have an Android?
No, I'm getting blue. Yeah. I wrote, ha ha ha, iPhones suck. Thinking, okay, you know what I mean? I just kind of wanted to like, just, okay,
Yeah,
sure.
Sure, whatever.
iPhones suck, haha, like whatever. And then I get another text.
Oh my God, the thingy.
5 minutes later. Testing.
No.
I'm like, am I watching someone melt down? Like, I don't, is he doubling down on, is it a lie and he's doubling down? Or, because like, there's a world where he sent a, hey, sorry, I missed this. Like, my name is Dickie. It's not Jicky, unless we're at the Jardy.
Right.
But like, how would you combine the D and the J of those names?
Yeah, and why would there? What's the two different? It's just not true.
It's just not true.
It's just not true because I
It's
don't
simply
even
not
know
true.
how you do that on
I've
purpose, let
never
alone
seen
on
this.
accident.
Has this ever happened to anyone else ever?
Listeners,
Please let us know.
let us know.
Yeah, is there like an iPhone update that all of a sudden is like,
Is this a docking situation where we don't know what we're talking about?
right? Yo, yeah. Like, what if there is like a thing where it's like people have been like accidentally texting their old school situationships? I mean, hadn't texted since Christmas, and before that, for a minute. You know what I mean? God, I got Drops of Jupiter June 25th,
Wow.
and then I got another song August 4th, and then another one every couple of
Well,
months.
okay,
you know what I mean?
Wait, and so what did he say? He's like, I sent testing when I realized the thingy.
The weird thingy.
When I realized the weird thingy.
Yeah. And I said, ha ha ha, iPhone suck. And then he said, 5 minutes later, testing. And then I, because I'm a kind person, said, went to me, parenthetical, Dickie. And in my head, I was like, I shouldn't have responded to that. Do you know what I mean? But I was kind of like, well, if he's going insane with this thing, I'll just let him fucking know.
Right. And you're kind of like going along with it.
Yeah.
Maybe to help him save face or something.
Truly. That is honestly my thing. I'm like, I don't need a whole, like, I'm so sorry. Those, I'm like, I'm worried a voice message is coming next. And I'm just like, okay, it went to me in case, I don't know.
And then did he respond to that?
Yes.
Oh my God.
15 minutes later, I get, is this Dickie?
Oh,
No. Question mark. And you know what?
please say you said this is Jules.
This is Jules from work. No, I called it. I was like, I can't play anymore.
Yeah.
So the last thing he said was, is this Dickie? And then I never responded.
Correct. Oh my God.
Can you believe?
No.
This person that I had like this like flash like sort of relationship with. And it did make me happy because I was like, there's always that crazy part of your brain that's like, well, but what if we get married and he listens to all my podcasts and finds out I was so... The little Gemini part in my Chiron where I was a little mean about him and made fun of him for a year.
What if he really likes it?
But what if he really likes it? And I guess I don't really care because I kept doing it over and over and over. I was like, I would like to do it again. And so it's like, oh, it's fine. I can freely talk about this. I could almost say his full name. I won't, but you know what I mean?
That's so funny.
Isn't that crazy? I've never experienced anything like that. Another new thing for me.
Yeah.
So thanks for that, Lone Star.
I think he just wanted to talk to you.
Yeah. Okay. So like, what do we really think happened?
I mean,
I've been dying to ask you about this because in my head, I almost believe him that something weird was happening, but I don't believe I was crossed with Jules because there's too many weird things.
Yeah, I think if he accidentally texted you, if he didn't want to talk to you, I don't think it would have gone on as long as it did.
Right.
I think if a man doesn't want to talk to you,
right. I'll tell you,
gonna fucking talk to you.
the only part that I actually really think is a lie is, but I did mean to text you initially. What?
That doesn't make
No, that doesn't make any
sense.
sense. Unless it was a song. What if Jules got a song?
Oh my God.
What if Jules from work got Drops of Jupiter type song, like Hey Mambo, number 5 or whatever.
Hey Soul Sister.
Hey Soul Sister, that's it. Yeah,
Or like
it's not Hey Mambo.
a Jason Mraz song.
Or like Bubbly Toes. Like,
Is that Colby Calais?
Did I just walk into a Banana Republic or did a hot man from Pasadena just
Oh my God.
send me this? And also he's still a beautiful man.
Yeah.
There's nothing not beautiful about him. He's just a little
He's just crashing out.
yeah, I don't know what's happening. Why are we not just talking about all the people's house? I mean, I know why. It's like we don't really know the people whose houses burned
Right.
down, but like I felt like that was like at the heart of the text.
Yeah.
Like, okay, sorry. And he wasn't like, hey, yeah, did you know anybody's houses who's burned down? You know what I mean?
Right.
Wasn't anything like that. Like, hey, are you okay? Mm-hmm. Neither of us asked the other if they were okay. We were just like, testing, blah, blah, blah. Like full, like in Apollo 13 when everything goes wrong and they're like, they cycle the oxygen or whatever and it fucking explodes and they're like, oh my God. I'm like, okay.
Okay.
Anyways, just running around mashing buttons in the rocket or whatever. So anyways, that was my interaction. That was my, I don't know what my astrological chart had for that, but
Yeah. Weird.
boy, howdy. So anyways, I wanted to curse that. Let me blow out the candle.
Blow out that candle.
I would, no more of that, please.
No more. It was fun.
Yeah, I really didn't think you could like, once again, heighten from sending songs every month or so that were kind of crazier and crazier to a crazier interaction. And yet here we are.
Bless his heart. Really? Bless his heart. I want the best for him.
I do too. I'm actually kind of endeared. It is true.
It's crazy.
Like, it doesn't scare me, and I don't know if maybe I should be scared. But that didn't scare me. That made me, I really was kind of like,
Oh.
Testing. Is this Dickie? Oh, okay. This is Jules from work. JK. Oh my God, sorry. Like I update my iPhone contact to say Jules.
Okay. My turn to curse.
As she has two hands on her coffee cup, warming it against her body.
No. Okay. So not to keep talking about my hair,
Nope, please.
but I want to curse when you have a really good hair day when you're about to get a haircut.
Oh Lord.
You know, when you're like, you wake up and it's like, oh, I'm getting my haircut today, finally. And then your hair looks perfect.
Isn't it kind of akin to like when you're going to the doctor and you're absolutely fine for a thing that has been chronically ailing you?
Yes.
Yeah, so you look beautiful, and then you essentially go to change it.
But it's like you can't reschedule it
No,
because then
it's the day.
it's the day of, but your hair looks so good. And you're just like,
Are you talking about when your hair specifically does that little front curl thing that I always
yeah.
like when it just curls out right? Yeah. Ugh, I hate that for you.
Yeah. And your hair's been looking like shit for weeks, and you're like, oh God, I can't wait to get this haircut. And then morning of, it's like, bring.
What if now the next time you go to get your hair cut, it like you wake up and it's like 6 inches longer?
Oh my God.
And then you have to go cut it all off. Because you scheduled it.
Because I scheduled that.
And we respect our people's times.
We do. All right. I'm about the candle. Tired of this.
Yeah. So what you want is for your hair to look bad another day.
Yeah. On the day that I'm getting a haircut. I
On
want
the
it to
day that
look
you're
bad.
getting, so that it then will look good.
Yeah.
It's perfect logic to me.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Oh my God.
You know.
Testing. I think it's kind of brilliant to send someone a testing
Yeah.
because the Capricorn rising in me had to respond.
You're respecting the test.
I was respecting the test. Yes, this is me, Dickie.
Someone is checking their systems. I respect that.
Well, God forbid we don't know the systems. Okay, so now we got to think of 3 things to some little categories.
Categories. We could do the song "Are You Drops of Jupiter, Bubbly Toes," or like fucking, I don't know,
Hazel sister.
Hazel Sister. We could do "Are You an iPhone, an Android, or Apollo 13?"
One of these 3 things. You know what's crazy too is because I remember reading that fun fact that there's more sort of like computing process like power in an iPhone than there was in the rocket that went to the moon.
Whoa.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
So it is like essentially Apollo 13 would be a green bubble too. Because it can't really do iMessage. Okay.
What else did we talk about?
Talked about coffee.
Talked about coffee,
and hair.
hair, Christmas lights.
What are various like checking in on you texts? Like what kind would you do?
I wouldn't.
Like you wouldn't.
I'm just not a good texter.
That's true. That's true.
I think just if I'm going to, it's just a sincere, hey, are you okay?
I always do the like emotional moment where I'm like, this thing really hit me and I thought of you.
Oh.
Like I did that once to an ex-boyfriend when I was like, we went to Disneyland a lot, and when I was like leaving Disney, I was like, I'm walking back from the thing and like I just remembered we held hands here. He was like, okay, that's nice. I was like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Nostalgia always gets me.
Yeah.
And I think that's how I tend to reach out. Or there's this third option now we've learned, which is
Testing.
Hey, did you just call me?
Like a trick.
Yes. like a little devil demon trick. The greatest trick that the devil ever learned was testing.
Yeah. Okay. So like reaching out to I think if I ever have, because gosh, I don't.
Yeah.
Or if I think a couple times I can think that I have, it's been sort of antagonistic. Like the little devil face.
Hi, bitch. I didn't want to call you out, but I'm like, I feel like in our past I remembered you being like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, bitch.
Hi, bitch. Hi, little bitch. With the goofy devil face.
Because remember when we, speaking of weenies, saw one of your exes in the car in front of us in the Del Taco drive-through line? And I think you sent a picture of the car.
Yeah.
And you're like, hi, bitch.
Hi, bitch.
It's so funny because we were right behind. We're like, is that his car? And then watched his little hand come out and grab the Del Taco bag. And you hadn't spoken in so long, and then you were like, hi, bitch.
Hi, bitch. Yeah.
That's a fond memory for me.
Yeah.
That was a great day.
That was a good day.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, so I saw a first edition copy of this sci-fi book that I know you said was your favorite book. Anyways, whatever. Okay, so we could do that.
Okay, I like that.
Shall we? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what kind of reach out text are you? Assuming you do it. Mm-hmm. Some people don't. But I do think everyone kind of hits a point where you're sort of like, there's like a reason.
Yeah.
Right? Like it is sort of like, is it emotional? Is it like motivational?
Right.
Or is it like logistic? Right? Mm-hmm. Like I do think it's funny to text somebody when you see them in public.
Yeah.
That's so funny. It's like a Dumois, like spotted. If I saw an ex and the pic of them, it said spotted. Spotted entering Bigfoot Lounge. Bigfoot Lodge. Spotted entering the high-low. For happy hour, definitely got nachos. Was too chatty with the bartender.
Having a drink with that friend that I know you hate.
Yes.
Having drinks with that girl that you talk endless shit about.
So you probably want to have sex with them. Mm-hmm. You monster.
Little weenie.
Okay, so listeners, which one
are you?
Which one did you identify with? The emotional nostalgic text, reach out. The antagonistic, but I will add comedic. Yeah. Definitely funny. Like, you know, it's like Stassi to Jax when she left a check for him, but wrote in the note, like, for cheating on me. And he said famously,
oh, she's funny. Gotta give her that. She's funny.
Gotta give her that. She's funny. That's what I feel like you get for all your texts. And then the third new baffling texting testing.
Did I just call you
yeah
weird thingy?
Sorry, I missed this. But yeah, it's giving a little teen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's definitely a TikTok that's like, here's what you have to do.
Yeah.
Text them and then unsend it. And then be like, why did you text me?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a little gesture. Mm-hmm. Okay, so which one are you? So we're going to do readings for those three. While you figure it out, we're going to shuffle the deck. I do want our sane listeners to tell us how they ever do. They probably are just like, oh yeah, if I'm going to see them at a wedding, I'm like, hope everything's good or something.
Right.
I love that feeling when you get a text from an ex, though.
Oh yeah.
When it just pops up and you're like, oh, like you go running like like in Apollo 13 when the guy like runs back to be like, oh, we discovered this thing. I remember sitting at the table seeing the IG notification that my ex had followed me on IG. A different ex. And the joy was like tangible. I could hold it in my hands.
Yeah.
Like a little like cookie. It's like, oh, look at this little joy. Like a little bird that like came in the window and landed on your hand. Such joy.
Such joy. Yeah, I think I was living here and I got an email from my ex, like, fiance.
That's right.
I almost like didn't read it, but I'm like, I'm too curious. I got to see what this fool has to say.
Yeah.
And it was like the first time we had talked after truly a terrible breakup. Hi, Hannah. Like, you know, hope you're doing well. I heard you're on a Herald team again. That's great. He never got on one. famously held it against me.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's extremely resentful about it to the point where he ended your engagement on the day you got cut from your first team.
Yeah. So funny. And then just like, so anyway, you're still on the lease of the thing, and I just need like your signature so that we can get our deposit back. Like him and his like new girlfriend. And I just never responded.
Yeah, that's the way.
So I hope you didn't get your deposit back, you little shit.
Eat it.
Eat it.
Eat the check. I'd rather eat that check than give it to you.
Yeah.
I remember I was on my iPad reading a book, and this was actually like in like the first year after like the biggest breakup I went through. And he moved on was with someone new, fully like, you know, like, and so we were definitely in a not talking situation, and we had lived together. So like we did all the like detangling of our lives. Then a year later, I'm on my iPad reading, I don't know, Catching Fire, Hunger Games 2, Catching Fire. And the text popped up in the middle of the page of the book, and it just said, "I miss you, bae." And I just burst into tears. Just like direct. Enemies made a direct hit on the ranch.
Fuck yeah.
Like really got me out of nowhere. I did not respond, but
That's a nasty one.
I know.
That's diabolical.
I know. And then I like submerged that memory into a place I would never find it. And then it came out again later, and I was like, oh my God, I forgot about that. Why did I do that? And I was like, oh yeah, because it hurt really bad.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I didn't like that.
Paging Dr. Copeland.
Racing down the halls. Because it sucked.
Yeah. Houston! This doctor landed the rocket!
What's one of those Grey's Anatomy songs too? That's like,
Oh, like the Fray.
yes.
How to save a life.
When
Did I go wrong? I need a friend. How to save a life. Doody 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 doody. Yeah, bitch.
Hi, bitch.
Hi, bitch.
I wish someone would give me high. I wish you would give me high, bitch. Just like seeing me like as you like come home and I'm like in the living room just a pic of me. Hi, bitch.
Hi, bitch.
All right, I guess we'll pull cards.
Okay, all right.
And this is for the nostalgias.
Nostalgias.
Hey, I saw this childhood teddy bear. I remembered the story you told me about. Okay. You know, once again, Sissy Sissy was giving me shit for not embracing my Pisces moon enough, and it really comes out in moments like that.
Yeah. Also, that's very Cancerian too, I would say.
It really is.
That's some water sign shit.
It's not memes, it's mems for memories. All right, the pull for your little nostalgic babies, just like me, get under my wing. We have Knight of Cups reversed, the Fool upright, and Two of Wands reversed. This does feel, it's so funny how the like theme of X, like romantic relationship, is extremely strong in this with the Knight of Cups reversed.
Yes, absolutely. The cup is empty. It's a little lonesome.
But also like we're making moves in the way knights make moves. Also, we always say the knights are the texting the texting cards.
Yes, and the Fool too, where it's just like you know, we had our time.
I mean, the image of blithely stepping off a cliff, like face turned up to the sun, like arms out, like, hey, baby, see if I give a shit. That is exactly how I've always felt sending one of those texts. I'm like, I think this is actually a poem and they should be grateful for this.
Yeah.
And then we have the Two of Wands reverse, which is, I think, is a lot about not exactly looking at the long-term ramifications of what you're doing, just living in the moment very right now.
Yes.
Not really looking into the future. But kind of just very much focused on the present. Did it because it felt good in that moment. And if you had just waited, the moment would have passed. That's a fun thing I learned. I taught myself, I was like, you got to give yourself 24 hours after you feel the pull.
Yes.
And if you still feel it a day later. It said that like a Salt Lake City way. If you still feel it. If those feelings aren't helling you in 24 hours, if it hasn't stillen, okay. Anyways, yeah, you did it because it was in the moment.
Yeah, and I think like as like a reading for the listeners, aside from the themes that we've given them of like reaching out to like an ex or a person, to me this feels like kind of like what you're saying is like, don't let your emotions dictate your behavior. They are valid, they're important, but maybe take the time to really think about the consequences.
With the Two of Wands reversed, look holistically. Remember, I'm famous for this too, like forgetting the bad parts. You know, like I said, the doctor's got to come running down the hall and be like, remember when you were jealous about this? And that was crazy. And you're like, oh yeah, that did suck. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You know? Or like, remember how like they said that they didn't love you? And you're like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, no wait, I'm gonna shift into Hannah's hi bitch.
Yeah.
Send a blurry photo and it's not them. Hi bitch.
Or send us a picture of someone really ugly. Like, oh my God, redacted. Didn't know you started working at the DMV.
Oh my God. Saw you in Glendale. That's so funny. All right. Well, I think our little nostalgic people, I think also too, honestly, this poll might mean that some people are like kind of in it a little bit right now.
Yeah.
These moments sort of strike you out of nowhere. And so you do have to kind of constantly be on your guard for them, especially in the holidays, especially when it's sad, especially when the fires happen. The reason your hair's not growing is because you're ill.
Right.
So the reason you texted is, I think, the same thing, right? You're just like, you're not feeling at your strongest.
Right. Yeah, I think we're all kind of like licking our wounds in a collective way.
Yeah.
Too. And maybe it's like if reverting to nostalgia makes you feel nice, if like wallowing makes you feel nice, those things are okay. But I think the Two of Wands reverse kind of cautions against that. And maybe try to ground yourself in reality.
Like, what can make you feel good right now that you can provide, and not someone else external? Like, look for it inside. I mean, I can't even imagine or fathom what that would be, but
No, I don't know. We're not saying that we know.
No.
We're just saying that this is what the cards are saying.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, you guys got to ask your own doctors.
Go to the doctor.
I guess it said go to the doctor.
Just go to the doctor.
Knight of Cups reversed does kind of give go to the doctor energy.
Yeah.
Go to the heart doctor. All right, this next poll will be for the high bitches of the world. I love the idea of just getting a fuck you out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you. Oh, look at this.
Oh my God.
Of course. So this is the poll. Oh, weird. It's in the same like reverse, up, reverse.
Yeah. And minor cards flanking a major arcana card.
Yep. And also like a low level royal card to start it off. The Page of Cups reverse. Slightly younger than the Knight of Cups reversed. Maybe there's something in that. Then the Hierophant upright. Big energy. And then the Three of Cups reversed. Definitely giving like, I had a martini or four.
Yep. This does feel like a direct attack on my ranch.
I would say.
For sure.
You and me getting shot.
Yeah.
Arsonists in the house.
Right.
So.
Like I would say catching strays, but it's like we're shooting ourselves.
I was going to say there's a little red full like sniper, like targeted.
Yeah.
Not a stray.
No. It's meant for me.
Well, the Page of Cups, this is such a silly little poll too, because I do feel like when you do something like that, it is mostly funny.
Yes. It's never really that deep,
Serious,
but it's just
yeah.
a little bit like it's a little childish.
It's childish, but
fun.
But big fun. The Hierophant upright. She's our next big card we're doing a deep dive on.
Yes.
By the way.
Next episode 50, we'll starting the fives.
Which is so crazy how that works out. So this is episode 49.
Yeah.
I have nothing associated with that number. Who cares? All right. Moving. But the Hierophant, can we speak a little bit about that for this pull?
Right. So the Hierophant is a card that shows this sort of like Pope-like, priest-like figure in a red robe, and then like two sort of like disciples or followers like sitting at their feet. And it is very much associated with big institutions.
Yeah, a conclave ass card.
Yeah. Stanley Tucci ass.
Ralph Fiennes ass.
Ralph Fiennes looking ass. John Lithgow looking ass. Isabella Rossellini.
Oh, Isabella Rossellini.
Tortellini. Oh my God, David Finch died.
Honestly.
David Lynch died, not David Finch. The fuck?
David Fincher.
David Fincher.
And David Finch. And David Lynch. Those are our next three pools.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I know. David Lynch. What a beautiful soul.
That sucks.
I know. I love that clip from Twin Peaks where he says, "Fix your hearts or die."
Yeah.
So beautiful.
I know. A very progressive,
Yeah.
for the time, on network TV, trans storyline.
Incredible. Oh, inside of a very like progressive, outside the box, non-linear storytelling, broadcast ass show.
That's crazy.
Because it was on Fox, right?
Yeah, or I think it was on
CBS?
CBS, maybe ABC. It was something crazy.
Something crazy.
It was something crazy.
I don't know what was Twin Peaks originally on? We're getting a little off course. Wow, 3 seasons in 1990. I thought Fox because of X-Files.
Right.
Oh my God. ABC.
I knew it.
It was on ABC.
But that was like pre-Disney ABC,
Yeah.
to be fair. But that's still crazy.
TBF. Wow.
Okay, sorry. The Lynch aside.
The Lynch aside.
Lynch aside. Yeah, so we have the Page of Cups reversed and the Three of Cups reversed, which are pretty kind of silly, unserious
Right.
cards.
But the Hierophant is a card that's sort of associated with like a ton of rules. And like maybe you're only kind of, I mean, excuse the phrase, acting out because we're not talking anymore. Or like we're doing this. Or like, you know, like you feel like you're in this place where you can't. And so you sort of buck against the system
yeah.
because you're a rebel.
Yeah. And your hair's not growing. Your skin looks bad because you're drinking all the time.
Okay, hero storyline.
You're broke.
Okay, Indiana Jones. As far as advice from the cards, Three of Cups reverse. You know that thing where it's like you could text your friends what you would text them?
Yeah.
Maybe try that. I have this urge to send this text. And then you could kind of get it out that way. Because it's like, then you really do get the laughs. And maybe that's what you wanted all the time.
Maybe.
Or, you know what? Also, this is a lot of cups. And maybe it is about like, you're feeling a big emotion. Let yourself feel that emotion. Get it out. And maybe not necessarily involve the other person. Or give it 24 hours.
Yeah, give it 24 hours.
And then I think if you still feel like you want to say,
Hi, bitch.
then I think you should.
Yeah.
Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch. Also, I think too, it's like maybe if there's a big problem that you're facing or some big dilemma, like also to me, this kind of feels like it's not that deep.
I see. It feels huge and big, but actually these are like kind of minor cards surrounding a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Try
Or
to-
or like it will pass and you will laugh about it one day.
Yeah.
Even though it may seem like the most intense thing right now. It's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.
All right. And finally for the little aliens. Talk about Aquarius acid. The testing crowd. Sending a text that says,
Sorry, I missed this. I'll reply to nothing.
interesting. Okay. Cutting the deck. Great.
Lone Star, this one's for you.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Slightly different flavor,
Yeah.
but not entirely.
Okay, so we pulled the 7 of Cups upright, which is the one with the shadowy figure and all the cups with different things in them, like a laurel wreath, a snake, a head, all these things. And then we pulled Death reverse, which is my ex-boyfriend card.
Yeah.
And then we pulled the World reversed.
Interesting.
It's funny. The first card almost feels like it is that thing where it's unknowable. Like, is it a test? Is it real?
Was
Is
it a
not?
mistake?
Yeah.
Is it subconscious?
Yeah. Also, even if you tried to ask more questions, I don't think you'd get answers.
I don't think he knows the answer.
I don't think he knows the answer.
You're dealing with a madman. A mad dog. It's like it's like if the Joker texts you.
Yes, exactly.
And you'd be like, wait, did you mean to? And he's like, I don't know. What?
Just head out the window of a taxi.
Okay.
Cool.
And then, yes, of course, death is that sort of ex-boyfriendy card. But then death and the world both reverse, 2 major arcana cards and 2 cards that like we associate with the sort of like ending, transformations, beginning of a new chapter. I think both being reversed is maybe to me like signaling like you're stuck in some sort of cycle or you're not like moving forth to the next like.
Yeah. And maybe with the 7 of Cups, it's like you keep looking for a new door and nothing is like opening.
Yeah.
It's crazy because at the top of this episode, we were talking about that feeling of the big click over and the world card. And so maybe it is like, it is gonna shift.
Right.
And maybe you can tell like it's about to. If that's what you want, maybe try to make that happen as opposed to being stuck.
Yeah, because this does very much give the feeling of it's like this is a frustrating spread to me. This feels like someone who's restless and just like wants to progress to the next level, whether that's in their romantic life or at their job or just in life.
Yeah, that overall like I don't even know the answer.
Because the 7 of Cups, it is a Cups card. It's still about like your emotions and your feelings and your inner life. And if that's kind of seems where the answer lies, maybe just having to get really real with yourself.
Ooh, like look in the mirror, like for real.
Yeah. Progressing the way you want to requires transformation or work that is scary because the death card is scary on its face. And even though it is, we treat it as a positive card because it's necessary for growth. Maybe you got to go to therapy. Maybe you got to like face something that you've just not been wanting to or not even realizing is there. It takes a little introspection.
Gotta like clean your spiritual room. Sometimes when you're in a situation, you can't even imagine what could be next, let alone that it could be better. But I think with the world too, at the end, there is like a glimmer of hope. That I think if you could get out of this, it will be better.
Damn.
Baby, move your body.
Move your body.
Move your body, move your soul.
Start journaling.
Yeah. Well, all right. I guess the testing people are
Freaks.
going a little bit more than I thought they were. Not me laughing about it. All right, loves. Well, this was a coffee episode for real. We caught it all up.
Hope you liked it.
Because we like you.
Always.
Yeah. Just like Snape said.
Always. Always. Don't get me started on that. Why was he mean to a little kid? Why was he mean to an orphan? I don't care. Okay, whatever.
It's also my favorite gift. You were like, should I get a burrito on the way home? I said, always. Anyways, we are always with you. From the womb
to the tomb.